What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, it has been settled. Undefeated, 3 division, 2 division undisputed world champion, 3 division world champion, superstar boxer who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford is 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Now, Terence Crawford is a champion at 130, 140, and 147, and he's undisputed at 140 and 147. But he started his career at 130, okay? So at 135, 140, and 147, he became a world champion. He's not a big guy. Terence Crawford, as of late, after his July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, mega showdown, undisputed showdown for history for Terence Crawford against former unified WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl the True Spence Jr., where it was a 50-50 fight on paper. Terence Crawford dominated the fight. Absolutely dominated the fight. He dropped Errol Spence in the second round, twice in the seventh, and then stopped him in the ninth round. With that said, everybody wanted to know what's next for Terence Crawford, because on paper, this was a 50-50 fight if there ever were one, and he showed that he was on a different level. And so everybody's clamoring to see what's next for Terence Crawford. What is the next challenge? He's 36 years of age. And then came the idea of Terence Crawford facing off against 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer who is widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing and is the undisputed super middleweight world champion in Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. And initially, Terence Crawford, he said, that's too much. Canelo fights at 168. I fight at 147. That's 21 pounds above me. That's 3 weight classes. And then Terence Crawford got warm to the idea. Then he got hot to the idea. Then he got comfortable with the idea of jumping 3 weight classes and creating history. And so then Terence Crawford said, you know what? Canelo Alvarez is a thicker guy, but he's not a bigger guy, right? He's not a taller guy. I'm actually same height or taller. I have longer arms than he does. He has slow feet. I'm athletic. I have a high ring IQ. I have power. It's a winnable fight. I could create history. I fight and beat Canelo Alvarez. It'll be historic. I'll be undisputed in 3 separate weight classes, and I would have beaten the best fighter, arguably, of this generation, not named myself. And on top of it, he's a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, a legend. Some even say he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. I'm not one to believe that, but this is the accomplishments of one Saul Canelo Alvarez. It's a marquee fight and a mega payday for Terence Bud Crawford. So Terence Crawford started to come around to the idea. And then he said, who jumped 3 weight classes and beat a fighter in their prime like Canelo Alvarez? I want to do it. Then he started to call out Canelo Alvarez, to which it was met by Canelo Alvarez shunning it and sweeping it to the side, saying he's just a smaller guy. I don't really have interest in it. I don't get no credit. But then Canelo Alvarez said, well, if he come up in this weight class, then maybe it's an idea. So he got warm and comfortable with the idea, that being Terence Crawford. But then people started to go and they say, well, if you could go to 168 and you can fight the likes of Canelo Alvarez, why can't you go to 168 and fight the guy everybody wants to see Canelo Alvarez face off against? And that's undefeated 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican Ecuadorian monster, David the Mexican Benavidez, who is now 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 6'2" with a 75-inch arm reach. And as you can see on this thumbnail that I have, where he greeted David Benavidez, that being Canelo Alvarez, who was on the stage for the weigh-in as David Benavidez, was getting ready to fight that being Terence Crawford, greeted David Benavidez as he got on the scale for his mega fight and mega showdown and the biggest marquee fight of David Benavidez's career with Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Demetrius Andrade, 6 feet tall, 74-inch arm reach, undefeated 2-division champion. David Benavidez absolutely walked down and destroyed Demetrius Andrade like nobody expected. Stopped him and knocked him out in the 6th round. Andrade on the stool said, I can't do it. I can't go anymore. It's over. Stop the fight. So Terence Crawford was linked to David Benavidez. If you're going to go up and fight Canelo, why don't you go up and fight David Benavidez? And David Benavidez is saying, if you want to fight Canelo, I've been seeking out this fight since I lost my belt on the scale some time ago. You got to go through me to get to Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez, when you see Terence Crawford and David Benavidez next to each other, extremely huge size difference. So after watching that dominating destruction, Terence Crawford was asked, outside of Canelo, would you go to 168 and fight David Benavidez? He says, absolutely not. He's just too big. I'll go up there for Canelo Alvarez. There's weight classes for a reason. I'm taller, have more skilled, I have faster hands, longer arms than Canelo Alvarez. But you got to pick your battles correctly. And Terence Crawford is aware David Benavidez is just simply too big, too massive. He was too big for Andrade, according to Demetrius Andrade. And many people, they said the size of David Benavidez was too much for Demetrius Andrade. Andrade's punches had no effect on David Benavidez, who's skilled, who's athletic, who has fast hands, has an extremely high work rate, and puts a lot of physical and mental pressure on his opponents. And so Terence Crawford is saying, not going to happen. And we just saw there was a lot of chatter and a lot of conversation on Thanksgiving as people were saying, Terence Crawford should fight David Benavidez. That's a massive fight if he's going to go up there. No, Terence Crawford is saying, for the right fight, I'll go to 168. And David Benavidez doesn't represent the right fight. I know there's weight classes for a reason, and Terence Crawford is 1,000% correct. David Benavidez's style, his skill set, his size, his talent is just too much. A great big man will beat a great little man. Hence the reason why Canelo Alvarez has been attempting to maneuver around strategically the fight with David Benavidez because, well, he's simply not a big guy. He is 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. David Benavidez has a 5-inch arm reach advantage over Canelo Alvarez, and he has a 5 to 6-inch height advantage over Canelo Alvarez, and he has an extremely high work rate. He has fast hands and power. It's just going to be too much for Canelo Alvarez to overcome, especially for a welterweight like Terence Crawford. Now, again, Terence Crawford has the style and the skill set to match up with Canelo Alvarez. Still an uphill battle, but to stay away from Canelo Alvarez, he has quick feet, quick hands, longer arms. He can stay away strategically, stay away from Canelo Alvarez. But David Benavidez is just too much. It's just biting off a little too much, more than you can actually chew. And so Terence Crawford is smart for saying, that's not a good idea for me. I'm not going to take the fight with David Benavidez. I'll only go up there to fight Canelo Alvarez. That's it. That's all. And then Terence Crawford even stated he only wants to fight with Canelo Alvarez, the rematch he has to have with Errol Spence, and he's done. So he's pretty much letting you know he's not even going to box anymore. It's just too much. After what I saw from David Benavidez, I think the only guy that can possibly stop the David Benavidez hype train and that locomotive is Dmitry Bivol, light heavyweight undefeated WBA Russian superstar boxer Dmitry Bivol. And he might get overwhelmed as he's 6 foot tall with a 72-inch arm reach. He's slick and can box and can move. He's mobile and has power. But David Benavidez, like he recently stated, you saw me break down and break the will of Dmitry Bivol in sparring. So he already believes he can do that against Dmitry Bivol. And that was years ago. He only got better since then. That's just simply too much for Terence Crawford, and I agree 1,000%. It's just not a smart move for Terence Crawford. Great big men beat a great little man. Point blank and period. So there you have it. Terence Crawford said, absolutely not. Not fighting David Benavidez. He's just too big. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.